Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to a special edition of Brickmania TV. I'm here with Dan, and we have the winner of our Hell on Wheels fan poll, but kind of with a little redesign. So this is pretty cool. So the BTR-80 is what won the Hell on Wheels fan poll, but this is the BTR-82A?
82A. So when we did the original the BTR-80, I unknowingly did the modern turret, so which makes it the BT-80A.
Okay.
And I was like, well, they actually modernized the whole thing, not just the turret. So if we're gonna do this right, I will make the BTR-82A, which is the modern version of this. It's the upgraded version. This is what's basically the armed forces of the Soviet Union, or well, former Soviet Union, Russia now,
right,
are using, and this is it. This is still in production. I don't know if it's in production, but there's still so many of them out there.
Right.
It is the standard. They do have some newer vehicles, newer eight-wheeled vehicles, but until years and years into the future, this thing's still going to be filling most of that role. So
very, very cool. So it's armored APC. Obviously, we know that this is like you were saying, the most recent version. I believe it's used by several other countries.
Oh yeah,
other than just
anywhere that Russia would sell equipment to. In modern times, you'll see these in Syria, but not just there. But I mean, they're like I was reading up on them. They've gotten all over the world. So it's, there's no other APC that's this prolific, I think, like an eight-wheel vehicle.
Really?
So like there's the Strikers, the American, the LAV-25, all that stuff, but they don't compare nearly in the numbers built as the BTR-80. These were really like a integral part of the Soviet army when they invaded Afghanistan. And like was that 1980s, so like late 70s, 1980? I think it was 1980. It's like it's been around for quite a long time, and they're still using it today. The original one had a manned turret. This is an unmanned turret, so remotely operated 30 millimeter gun, operated from inside. So we, this, and even this paint scheme, you could see this rolling around in Russia today.
Well, and even cooler than that is the fact that this is available for pre-order on brickmania.com right now. So because it won the fan poll, it'll be the first of the voted kits to come back. And not only that, but it's coming back with a sweet new redesign. And because our GHQ sale continues through March 11th, you can still use that code GHQBDAY to save yourself 15% on this pre-order, which I believe is out until it's like mid-April something, I think, is the official date.
The release
date
for it. We're like a month out. So like a month from now, this goes into our production queue on Monday morning, which is from now. It's like in a couple of days. So it's a little bit in the future, but yeah, in 4 to 5 weeks, this thing will be out. Of course, if we get them done early, you'll get yours shipped early. Minifig of the month. I don't know if we've revealed this yet.
So Landon kind of alluded to it when we did the Hind video.
Okay.
That the Minifig of the month might pair very well with the Hind, and also may pair very well with this as well.
Right. So Minifig of the month will be perfect for this. So if you're looking for a transport for your Minifig of the month for April, this is going to be great. The Hind will be perfect too. So modernized Hind, modernized BTR-80. Now we're doing BTR-82A. So should we quick run through a couple?
I was going to say, I know we'll do a designer's desk later on towards its release date, but let's go through some of these for people who didn't get their hands on the original.
Right. So keeping with the original one, this one has steerable wheels. The front wheels are steerable, just like the real thing. So you have both sets of wheels, and to control it, you steer it with the spotlight. So you actually control the steering through the spotlight. So cool. Whatever way the spotlight is facing is which way the wheels go. You do have this turret here. The gun does elevate, does everything it's supposed to do. You have the coax, the machine gun here. So those are just sort of like some of the real simple play features. It does have opening hatches. So these hatches for the drivers do open. There's windows underneath.
Cool.
So there's glass in there. Unfortunately, you cannot fit the drivers inside. You can have them sitting outside, posed outside if you would like to do that. The hatch opens forward at them. They like to do that on Russian vehicles. So that's normal. That's a great play feature. You also have these hatches on the roof here, and if you see them in like the May Day parade in Moscow, there'll always be a guy hanging out on these hatches. Yeah, the hatches will be open. There'll be some guy standing at attention, infantry guy standing in there. Some real John Wayne stuff here. I love this.
Yes, the side doors.
The side doors. So they say that they have the side doors open this way. So if the guy opens a door, he can hide behind it and shoot and stuff like that. They could jump out while the vehicle's moving. I don't know if I'd want to actually jump out of one of these things while it's moving. It's a big
tires.
It's a large armored vehicle, and it's probably lurching along at whatever potholes and everything in the road. So jumping out of this you can do it, and I'm sure that it's been done. But you know, jumping out shooting with live ammunition may not be the most fun thing to do. It does. This is an amphibious vehicle. It does have this. There is a water jet in the back. So there's a little hatch that opens up. A lot of Russian vehicles have these internal water jets. The newer ones will have an external sort of water jets on them, or even propellers, props on them. But you'll have a water jet in the back. And the coolest part about this, let me open this turret up here. We open this up, so if you are one of the few, I wouldn't say few, one of the many of the Brickmania fans old enough to remember the Galaxy Explorer, I just totally stole this out of a page out of the Galaxy Explorer. It's a classic Lego set from like 1979, space set. But they had this great opening door. It opens exactly the same. It's like the roof opened up and you could put your guys inside. So I did it. In the real BTR-80, the engine would be located right there.
Sure.
But, this is the only way we're going to fit the whole entire crew is to have this whole compartment open. So in the real thing, it's a crew of 3 and 7 infantry guys can fit inside of it. They would fire out of these little ports on the side. These will be printed tiles, by the way. There'll be little gun ports.
Oh wow! Really
On the
cool.
actual thing.
So kind of like how it was like brick built here. Now we're able to use. Oh, interesting.
But it's still brick built, but we'll actually print on these.
Right.
So we didn't have the luxury of having printers when we did the first one. I mean, we could get stuff farmed out, but it was really expensive.
Sure.
And still expensive, but it's something we can do as part of our regular everyday kit production now. By comparison to, it was a rare commodity back in the day, rare luxury, I think. The original one came with this sort of plain minifig. We are going to do an upgraded minifig. He does have that AK-74, I think it's SU. They do have the short barrel one, so they can sit inside and shoot out.
Yeah, right. Don't have to stick it out too much. Okay.
Yeah. So we are going to include a crewman. He'll be updated. We'll have full printed crewman. Just going to do one, just so you have a guy to hang out in the turret or hang out of the roof hatch here. So you can have your parade.
Wow.
And then you can get extras. There will be extra. They will not be the same guy because this is going to be a dedicated crewman. They wear like the tanker helmets. But the minifig of the month will pair really well with this.
Right. You'll want to load your APC up with all the.
And I'm not. We've probably already given it away, but until the artwork comes out, we're not going to review it.
Well, we'll let Lando's on vacation. We'll let him talk about that.
Lando actually, we let Lando leave. So
I haven't seen him leave this building since I've been here.
Yeah, he may not come back. we let him outside.
Taste of freedom.
Yeah.
Very cool. So once again, good pick, Brickmaniacs, because this is an awesome update to an already epic kit available for pre-order right now, and you can get it 15% off through March 11th, provided the pre-orders last that long. Once again, it's about a month out, so it'll be showing up around then, but that'll be perfect because then April, the April minifig of the month, will pair excellent with this. I love the play features on this thing. I mean, I know one of the things I talked about with the VAB was that, it just was solid and super playable, and this kind of continues that with these wheeled armored vehicles that this is just fun to drive around your room.
It is, yeah. And you can, if you want to, you can lock those wheels into place. It just takes a couple extra pieces, but why would you want to do that? That's the fun part about this is actually moving it around and try not to run over the driver.
Very, very cool. Once again, that pre-order is available on brickmania.com right now, so go ahead and pick yours up and post some pictures of your build. Thanks for watching.